Greetings to one and all. Here we go again. Russ Hatfield here, along with Karra, who is my higher dimensional twin soul, a member of Ashtar Command, and an ambassador to Sirius. We start the year off with only an hour channeling session, half of which Omal uses quite productively. We call it Negative Feedback Loops and Snowboarding Wookies. Now, as the title suggests, half of this session covers negative feedback loops, which is where energy is looped in a circle through the chakras before finally being sent into the body. Omal makes a suggestion to tighten the beam, as opposed to the wider beam I had been using. He also helps with the problem I had been having with my astral travel. Side 2 are the two sisters and Tia, starting with Karra, who gave me her take on my astral travel problem. Her sister Kiri covers a coercion correction to how I had been doing it that makes a lot more sense when she explains why my attempts failed. Finally, it is Tia who ends the session with hearing my suggestion I had been given the Wookies on the base about snowboarding. They would practically own the mountain after that, so it came to be known as Wookie Mountain. A really great session with very clear audio thanks to our sound engineers. A more detailed description can be found on our homepage at HadesBasedNews.com. We invite you to subscribe to be kept informed of future postings on the YouTube channel from the members of Ashtar Command. And now we present our latest entry into the Ashtar Command archives, Negative Feedback Loops and Snowboarding Wookies.
Good evening, Russ.
Hello.
Now, why did you turn on just before we came in?
Watch you come in.
You're getting clever.
A little bit fragmented on that one. Kind of come in pieces, you might say.
Well, we prefer to do things carefully, make sure the channeler is functioning within the correct operational parameters.
As I take it.
Within certain parameters. Normal parameters for the channeler.
Is you off with Kiri and Tia, I hope?
No, I'm afraid not.
You lost Corto.
Yes.
Oh well. I know the girls would miss them.
Well, presumably. Our catch a little bit left in moment on our tails, as it were. Never know who's going to get fired.
I know.
Yes, we're experienced with.
Oh, fun little visitation.
Mm-hmm.
For all practical purposes, it worked out.
Yes, did you enjoy a theological discussion with
the theologian himself?
less?
I assume he doesn't mind maintaining his aspect as Corton for a while.
I think it should be pretty obvious from the start. Who else would the best was Mr. Hatfield?
Right, but I have a feeling that, and Mark agrees, that there was a little bit of coercion involved, because he knows I won't talk to him on a one-to-one basis like I would Corton, because he scares the dickens out of me.
True.
And I wouldn't be getting into theological discussions with Ashtar if I knew it was Ashtar.
Which you did.
Which I did, but I came up with the idea later on afterwards that I should have presented to him the fact that while soldiers can teach teachers how to fight, teachers can teach soldiers how to not fight.
True.
I think that would have stumped.
I don't know. He would have probably come with an answer that would have stumped you big time.
I know. But it had me wondering. Anyway, it was quite enjoyable.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, I did. Alright, what's on the list for tonight? It's free time.
It still is free time, yes. Negative feedback, so I presume.
Negative feedbacks, coercion, and a little bit of farsight.
Okay, let's start off with this negative feedback loop.
Alrighty.
You are concerned about the lack of pain.
Correct. I don't want pain, really, but I'm expecting pain and can't get it. I think that might be my problem.
That is possibly your problem, that you're anticipating pain. It is like when you stick a needle in yourself, you're expecting it to hurt. And sometimes it doesn't, because the expectation is there. But yet you bleed all the same.
Still hurts. I know what you mean now.
That is the expectation. It didn't hurt as much. You're expecting it to hurt, and yet you stick it in, and it doesn't hurt as much.
Right. I assume the reason why it should hurt is because it's going through various neural pathways and driven up by force. Now, my lack of pain, would that mean that I'm failing in this and my neural pathways aren't being open, or they're being open, I'm just not feeling pain?
It is probably a little bit of both, but they are being enlarged. But they're only being enlarged at a small rate.
Were you, there's a monitor on me today during the, when I was doing this morning?
Unfortunately, we were aware a little bit too late to follow the process from beginning to end.
Okay, that's major feedback we've been doing this morning.
How tight was it? Was it overflowing, or was it a nice tight beam?
I started off slow, and I've started going a little bit different from normal. Where before I was using the idea that chakras in front of the body, but now I'm going with the fact that chakras are along the spine. So I'm working up, sending the energy through the chakras along my spine now, which seems to be better. And as it started picking up speed, it picked up solidity. And the faster it went, the solider it get, until it was a vibrating band almost of solid energy that I could feel and Mark could feel, and he wasn't even near me. And I thought this was going to be it. This is going to be the biggie. It's really there. Sent it in. Nothing.
And it wasn't, was it a tight beam, or was it a wide fat beam?
It was a fat beam.
It's got to be a tight beam.
Well, with gathering so much energy, it kind of getting tired. It was this.
You'd be surprised how tight you can get it.
So in other words, tighten the beam up more.
Yes, I think we went over this a little while back.
Yeah.
But it had to be a nice tight beam. Tight and tidy. If it's a wide fat beam, it tends to bleed a little bit.
I'd say it was the width of my fist.
It needs to be tighter.
The width of a pencil, say?
Yes.
So that same amount of energy in the width of a pencil. Okay, now let me get this straight. Just before I send it in, it loops up, and then instead of looping back down to go back to my chakras, it crosses back in and goes straight into my left eye.
Yes. Okay, where did you go wrong?
Oh, that's what I did, but tighter.
Yeah, it needs to be tighter. As tight as possible. The tighter, the better. About third of an inch in diameter should suffice.
That's good.
That is about the width of the pencil.
I was thinking, with acupuncture, we talk about needles.
Yes.
They don't hurt, and yet they do their work the way they're supposed to. Now I'm using this almost the same principle, but it's supposed to hurt.
Yes. Acupuncture is it is much a smaller object. B, it is going to the body. It is not penetrating the brain. If you were to use acupuncture to penetrate the heart, you would feel it, or the brain. You would feel that, whereas it's going through tissue and muscle and so on. It is not as harmful, but yet if you penetrate an organ of some kind, then you feel it. Maybe not immediately, but you feel it later on.
Okay. Yeah. Had some curious side effects from the negative feedback that I talked about.
Okay.
All right. Number one, I didn't get to bed last night. It's about 4:30 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So today I should have been just dragging my butt everywhere.
Yes.
And at first I was. Then I did the negative feedback loop. And I was a little bit wonky, as Mark would say, afterwards. And then as soon as I got the wonkiness feeling gone, my energy level was so up.
Sorry.
I was just going to say, I was smiling, laughing, having a great time. I've had tons of energy all day long. I'm still just amped up. I should be dead on my feet, ready to drop.
That is because the energy that you pick up is being activated. It activates more energy, see, which gives you extra energy to make you, how did you put it, bouncy and cheerful?
Right. Amped up.
Amped up. That's the one.
You're going to learn all kinds of English from us.
This is amusing.
Anyway, right. So that's actually a good exercise in the morning when I'm feeling kind of tired.
Yes, but you can't do it on a regular basis because after a while you run out of energy. And then you just, to use an expression that Mark uses occasionally, you just fall over. Which actually, I presume, means that you run out of energy and you just, dragging your butt, no energy. Shields are low in power. Capabilities almost zero. And so on.
Right. Okay. So not all the time, but well, for now, I can practice it anyway. It's need to practice.
Yes, but it would be more effective after a good night's sleep. You would be, what's the term that you use when you have lots of energy? Amped up. Hyper.
Hyper.
Yes, hyper beyond belief.
Okay.
A bit like the channeler gets sometimes.
Sure does.
You can tell when he's been doing negative feedback loops.
Okay, so this is all going to be coming really handy for this next part of this load.
Yes.
Brings me to my next point.
Okay.
Parsetting crystal start with.
Okay.
In my hand, I have a crystal sphere. Something very strange happened with the crystal sphere.
Okay.
When I bought it, on the surface of it, or just below the surface, there was like two little eye holes almost, where somebody had dropped it and caused a little fraction type of thing, very small but very clear, like someone tried to deviate it almost.
BB?
A little high-powered steel pellet fired from an air gun. In other words, the middle part of the circle was clear. The outer rings of it were kind of like a crater on the moon, kind of laddered out. And there was two of them next to each other, looked like eyes.
Yes.
They're not there anymore.
And you want me to explain why they're not there anymore?
Well, Mark's gets clear, but it's been a long time. This is like a week after I bought it, and they're
gone. What sort of energy do you use on it?
Not much, really. I've used it for farsighting that a couple times. Keep it in my pocket all the time.
Maybe it is a self-healing crystal. There are crystals that do self-heal.
Sure, I've got a few of them.
Depending on their circumstances and who uses them, how much energy, the attention, and so on.
Okay. So the crystal itself doesn't lend its energy, though, to farsight.
No.
It's merely an aid to keep your awareness focused.
Yeah.
You should drift.
Yes. you get a much tighter form of travel to start off with, which aids you in your fast sighting until you get the pattern down, and then you don't need it.
How to travel? How do you mean?
Where you don't get so sloppy around the edges.
Oh, you mean instead of drifting?
Correct.
Nice.
It's a much tighter beam. It also means you can travel a lot faster because you're not wasting as much energy.
Oh, good. That brings me to my part setting.
Okay.
I did, just a bit, day before yesterday.
That's Wednesday.
Day off.
Mm-hmm. It was not your day off from your other job.
Right. Yeah, I had some morning time. Went ahead and traveled on up to Hayden's base.
Mm-hmm.
Got to Karra's room, and we went to the ski slopes.
Mm-hmm.
But I was feeling this pull from back here.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I was feeling really solid at the time, almost as solid as the time I went over to your room, the pull was getting stronger and stronger. I kept having to fight with more and more energy to stay where I was.
Mm-hmm.
So finally I had to just give it up and head back from the slope back down here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very uncomfortable. It was like 1,000 needles were pushing into my body, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Mark says he ignored it one time, fought it even longer than I did, and suffered some severe consequences from it.
Mm-hmm. You want to know what it is?
You betcha.
It is your body calling to be whole. Once you manage to condition your body to accept the fact that it is temporarily apart, then you can start to do some serious fast sighting. But in the meantime, your body has to get conditioned to the fact that you are not only in a different place, but in a different dimension. It is the dimension that you break through that causes it. But your body is aware that you have broken through to somewhere different, and it wants it to return, and it pulls, and it pulls, and it pulls.
So in other words, if I was to say stay on the third dimension here and travel around the neighborhood or something, I wouldn't feel that pull.
No. But it is breaking through that dimension, and it will become less and less until your body is conditioned. This is also a stretching type experience.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like my body was like elongated 1,000 miles or something.
And then some.
And then some. But yeah, I don't plan on sticking around the neighborhood here.
It is best to start off slowly and gently.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I know.
You don't want to overload yourself and then burn out and lose your capability,
Right.
which can happen.
But I do want to go to Heidi's base.
Of
That's
course.
the only place I want to farsight.
Don't you want to read the channel of some of his workload, as you were saying?
Well, yeah, but that's not till after I get Hades base down.
Of course, we are teasing you.
Oh. I can never tell sometimes. Okay, so it's nothing serious.
Yes, it is serious.
It is serious.
Yes. Because if you ignore it, as was mentioned about the Chandler, you can have some very serious side effects. You can actually overload yourself and then everything goes down.
Mm.
You crash the computer, as you might say.
Right. Precaution.
When it gets strong enough to become an interference return, practice. It's a precaution because your body gets used to it, and after a while it accepts it.
Because it didn't feel like that really the time I went to visit your room. There was never any kind of pull.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it felt comfortable where I was in Hades.
Yes.
In your room. Is that maybe your energy or some other energy that's borrowed?
We'll let you work it out for yourself, because it is part of the learning experience.
Okay. Practice and don't ignore it.
Correct.
Okay. Is there a way I can lessen it, maybe? I mean, besides the practice.
Practice is about the only way.
That is seeing some kind of meditation.
Because you have to make that jump to do it to get up your stamina, as it were.
Fair enough. All right, I'll try that. And so I might not stay as long as I'd like to. I'll at least be able to get up there more often.
Yes, it is, again, a matter of building up stamina each time that you come up. Stay a little bit longer, or at least try. Okay, next question, please.
Coercion.
Okay. You know, this is not my field as much as Corton, but Corton is indisposed, unfortunately.
Oh, that's the easy
Okay.
one. Coercion with adults has been pretty easy lately.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight I tried to work with coercion on children.
Mm-hmm.
No luck.
Okay.
In other words, I could get eye contact. Mark says, if you can get down to their level, it works better.
Mm-hmm.
But
of course, in your work environment, when you're working behind that area, you cannot get down to their level.
right. I was wondering if there's something about children that keeps them from being coerced.
They have not yet got the mental barriers in place that adults have, the mental taboos. So their minds are open, but yet they have natural shielding to protect them.
Oh, they do.
But as they get older, it dissipates.
Hmm.
And sometimes it dissipates more rapidly as the child gets older and older.
Let's see. So now if a child
Mm-hmm.
first born in the world has got memories, say, of past lives and things like shields, is that something he puts into his life at that point?
Yes. Yes, and then as the child gets older, by surrounding factors, it dissipates. That is why it has been stated in the past that the ideal learning age is of a child that is freshly born. That way you can work with them and get them to use their shields, and then slowly their shields become stronger and stronger.
I see. Okay. Mark was wondering about his being able to work with the child of there that's about to be born.
Mm-hmm.
Kiri, his child. About
Their child.
their child, right? Any kind of influence that he might have that might be more controlled over what he might be able to suggest.
You mean to say that we would interfere and guide the growth of the child?
Something like that. Like he'd like to give it more of a military training like he got.
This will be taken care of at a more appropriate time.
Okay. I only bring it up because we mentioned it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now then, we'll go back to coercion if we could.
Okay. You've been very formal this evening.
Don't want to get into too many taboo subjects.
We will tell you when it is taboo.
Oh, okay. I feel like getting reprimanded.
After the incident the other night, we're a little bit nervous, huh?
A little bit nervous. A little gun shy.
That is understandable.
It's like being caught with your pants down in my foot.
Of course, you know I could be Ashtar masquerading as Omal.
No, not this time.
True. Too humorous.
Too humorous, you're staying too long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Back to coercion.
Okay.
Alright. What I'm trying to do now is work on a muscle reflex coercion.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, where if I want to flex my fingers, it's a mental command I have no control over, and it's so fast that it does without not even knowing practically.
Mm-hmm.
Can coercion be controlled like that after repeated use?
Yes, it can, but it takes practice. And you have to be careful that it does not work when you don't want it to. That is why it's always advisable to use it when you wish to use it.
Well, see, my problem is it's usually too slow.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I want to use it, I've lost eye contact.
Yes. Then it is practice and holding the eye contact whilst you build up the time in the practice.
Okay. Now, would people who have more of a history of association with me from past lives be more susceptible, say, to coercion than others who never really met?
Possibly less, because they know your mental pattern. They would be aware, if they had been aware in the past, that you were coerced or of your capability.
Yeah, I've noticed that with a lot of people that I know. I don't have as much luck coercing friends
Mm-hmm.
who I feel like I've had more lives with than I do complete strangers who I've never had any association.
It is, again, as we said, because they're used to your mental pattern.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am noticing, though, what you mentioned one time before, that in using coercion, you do get a feel for the person far deeper than just the
Just the surface.
right. You can delve into what's going on just below the surface.
Mhm.
You might say.
Yes, you can almost establish a rapport and communicate with their deeper conscious.
Right. Kind of scary sometimes. Just what people are thinking, going to under the surface.
You would be surprised what people think.
I'm getting surprised, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of coercion, is that still an ongoing experiment or project for me?
Yes, because you have to carry on building up your stamina and capabilities, such as your shields. You should still be working on and refining.
Right, I was working on the day for a bit. Mm-hmm. But I remember Ashtar told me to be careful.
Yes.
So I'm being sort of selective with my coercion usage.
That is wise. As Ashtar is always wise on these matters. Now it's my turn to sound formal.
That's all right. Okay. I noticed Ashtar was very concerned with our feelings towards the inhabitants of the bat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering, is that because you on Fifth Dimension have so much more idea of life after life type thing that the multiple deaths of people is no longer a factor that's really important?
Yes, to a certain extent. Ashtar is interested in A, to further his understanding of your species. B, to gauge you personally and the channeler. And C, this one's a little bit more complicated, is to see what effect it will have when there is a mass dying on you and how you perceive it and feel it.
Hmm. So he kind of got the impression from talking to me that Mark and I have completely different views on this.
Yes. It was stated that your perception is different from Mark's perception.
Right. But that's because I do regression.
Mm-hmm.
I see people die numerous times in a single night sometimes.
Yes.
But where Mark is seeing physical death, it's much dramatic.
Mm-hmm. A physical death is not as pleasant as a spiritual death, as it were,
Right.
or a temporary spiritual rest.
Yeah, there's no real difference though, is there? Spiritual death and physical death? There's no difference.
I'm not a theologian, so I would not get into that kind of subject.
Yeah, something to dwell on though.
Mm-hmm.
Hours of dwelling.
Yes.
Okay. What's up that you'd like to talk to me about?
What do you want to know about?
Manifestation, actually.
The penny, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
the penny part. Should say it's a part of manifestation.
That's how to create it.
I'll get the how to create it part.
Mm-hmm.
What I felt today doing negative feedback is that I was gathering the same kind of energy I would use to create the penny or other such objects that I might wish to manifest. It was solid enough to where I felt I could have reached out and touched it.
Yeah.
Now, is that something close to what we're working with?
Yes. We will cover manifestation in great detail at a later date. The same as we have covered coercion and shielding.
That is still a project that should be worked on.
Yes. Yes. But again, we don't want you to indulge in too much as you'll burn yourself out.
Right. That's why I'm trying to gauge what's important and what's not important this time.
We will get to manifestation in due course. No need to get hasty and rush onto something before you have finished your current studies.
Yeah. It's coercion, farsighted. It's a big shield right there. Shield.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah.
It's all appropriate, actually.
Okay.
Okay. Who else is running?
We have the terrible twosome plus the terrible onesome.
Oh, as far as questions on everything you're concerned, that I'm exhausted.
Okay. We will now hand over to somebody.
Okay. Omal, thank you for your time and your patience.
Patience?
I know it takes lots of it sometimes.
I am the perfect functioning order. I'm not a patient. Okay.
Where's Mark? Is he alcohol?
Yes, frightfully.
Bye.
Okay. Greetings, people.
Karra.
What's happening?
Oh, this is getting interesting. I'm watching the exchange of energy as different entities take over. Omal came in kind of piecemeal, kind of white and flaky, kind of taking over parts of the time, whereas you kind of flow in like a river, you might say. It's kind of interesting to watch, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Tiring on the eyes, but
Oh, you've only got 2 more to do.
oh, good. Eyes can last that long.
Yes. Okay, so what's happening?
Oh, what's happened? Well, right now what's happening is negative feedback loops, coercion, farsight, shielding. And we're going to leave it at that for now.
Yeah, it is best not to overindulge yourself, as was stated by Omal.
Okay. Farsight.
Okay. I will try. Not a farsight, as you know.
I know, but you were there the day when I was farsight. So you can give me some input about what happened.
Okay, we can try.
When I was up there, I kept feeling this pull. And it felt like half of me was wanting to drag back inch by inch back here, while the other half of me was trying to fight inch by inch to stay there.
Yeah.
I was wondering if what was that like body up there that you could see.
Its power was fluctuating. 1 minute it would be more solid and brighter, and the next minute it would fade, and then re-establish the strength. And slightly a little bit elongated, a little bit thinner.
So that is that pull happening. As that's kind of getting an idea of what I'm doing if I take it piece by piece. I get it working out.
It is practice, I think, would be the best plan.
Right.
Nice, steady practice. Don't rush it. Take your time. You've got all the time in the world.
Well, that's the question I always asked. I don't always feel like I have all the time. I feel like there is a rush.
Well, we will still be here tomorrow.
That's true. What will I be? Okay. Hopefully I'll be there.
Yes. Excellent.
Okay. So how's everything going up there?
Oh, fine.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Where did you go?
Of course. Being mother does take a little bit of time out of my busy work schedule. It is more of a break to be enjoyed. Mother and daughter time.
Well, now, are you getting the satisfaction of motherhood that maybe you haven't got before?
That's always satisfying.
Similar with your son. Didn't always have didn't seem like there was that tight bond. Like so. In fact, I was really surprised to hear he was just
Well, as we get older here, because of the length of time that we live, it isn't such a tight bond that is in the family.
Well, do you ever see Nazareth much?
I see him most days. But again, he is just as busy as I am. But when we do need to spend time together, it is much more precious than seeing somebody every day. Sometimes I'd see him every day, and then maybe for a month I don't see him at all. And then when I see him again, it is a very special time to be together.
How's he like Karra?
Like any older brother looking after a younger sister.
What about that?
Actually, it's not that bad at all.
That's good.
Here's somebody else that I can use as a babysitter when necessary.
Poor Clara gets tossed around between different heads.
Oh, it is good for her.
It is?
Yeah. Gives her a chance to strike a rapport with other people instead of being kept away. Means that she doesn't have a fear of somebody with blue skin or purple skin or all hairy.
Well, I'm a big doggy. Just kidding.
I should be very careful what you say about those guys.
I mean, I did have fun working with him on the snowboard.
Yes, I have been known to rip people's arms off.
I know you got that one.
Yes, we had to dig and try to punch the right key. And we hit it.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Can you tell me if there's any more word on how to do that?
It is best to ask then.
Alright, try that.
Yes, I am pretty busy. However, I can always make time for you.
Well, but I'll try to do myself to better practice more.
Yes, the energy build up is enough time for me to be notified, to be there ready for you. I also have a new pair of shorts that I want to try out.
Oh, good. But, yeah, I was doing negative feedback. I wasn't sure if I might mistake that for our side.
I did at first, but when there was a different type of vibration there, I was aware that it wasn't.
Right, I wasn't focusing right there. I was staying back.
It's a bit like a searchlight beam. When you put it on an object, it illuminates it.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you say hi to you again, right?
Right. Look forward to it. Okay.
Let's get back to busy work.
It is lunchtime for some.
What?
Yes.
Lucky.
Mm-hmm. Little person. Well, dinner time actually.
Thank you for appreciate stuff. I'll see you soon. Kiri.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Getting good, huh?
Oh, that was lazy lemon try. Everyone got a different signature on those. I'm to start paying attention to it.
Maybe you'll be able to realize when it's the big boy.
It'll be so subtle.
Mhm.
It'll be nuts.
And even know that he's thin.
You're almost like a little cloud coming through.
It's stressful not being called that.
Take a compliment from just meant to me.
Oh, yes. That's beautiful things. Beautiful.
Very stylish.
Mm-hmm. Surprising what you can see, in fact.
True.
You get some big fat clouds that look like whales.
Yeah. I've seen all kinds.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried cloud materialization?
It's not one of my hobbies.
My prayers.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of fun.
I've got better things to do with my time.
Anyway, did you get to ever see Mark? Well, yeah, I guess you haven't seen it yet.
No, not yet.
So I'm
Looking forward to it.
hard to see you, Marky.
Yes, not getting urges.
What?
Mm-hmm.
At least don't include ice cream and pickles, I think.
No.
Well, that's good. Any more food urges that I should know about?
Nothing of interest. Apart from raw fish.
Sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite foods.
Yeah. But with red wine.
No, sake.
Dipped in red wine. It's very nice.
That's it. That's it.
Unusual.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to say the least.
It's when I get down to the raw liver, you've got to watch out. I've been told that some people do get the edge for raw liver. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Avoided myself. So what's going on up there?
Well, nothing much. Nothing much. I'm kind of getting bored with nothing to do.
get a little weighty. Just there.
Well, I've got 3 months and 1 week approximately to go.
Yeah, all right. Had the baby shower yet? Or plan anything?
Do it nearer the time. I'm starting to get having to look for different types of garments and clothing.
What kind of what for your gift maybe?
Well, isn't it meant to be a surprise?
What is it?
How about a little pair of skis?
I'll work at it.
Even if they're only symbolic, it would be nice.
Yeah, something to grow in.
Yeah.
All right. So everything going good up there, sir?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry?
I'm gonna say the tea party had a update.
No, it's spent quite a bit of my spare time in swimming pools.
Oh, see if you had tea to drink down, be in better shape. Yeah.
But most of my energy is going to other things at the moment. Trying to establish a rapport with a self-centered mind is a little bit difficult at times. But it's becoming more aware.
It is.
Yes.
Oh, is it? So it's an individual awareness.
Mm-hmm. Not self-centered as it was to start off with when it started to become aware.
Because this is interesting. I've never talked to a operant pregnant woman before.
Yes, you have.
Karra?
Yes.
Oh yeah, but that was too close to time.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the start we're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
The formation, the mental signatures, the whole 9 yards. I can see the detail.
Yeah.
That was a little bit too rushed.
Mm.
But this is kind of interesting.
So, what do you want to know then?
Well, we're working on coercion earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's your specialty.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd be the perfect person to ask.
Okay. So, standing up on black and white hips. It's okay, not like the very amusing with this, inflated stomach syndrome.
Right. Maybe you can tell me, when you work to coerce somebody,
Mm-hmm.
is there a point that you focus on their
Into their arms where it's got the back of their head to move, roughly about the center.
Okay. So you're not focusing on any one eye, it's both eyes
Yes.
at once.
It's eye-to-eye contact.
Oh, so both eyes to both
Mhm.
eyes. So I'm practicing one eye,
Yeah.
because I can get tired being that way.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering how
As
you
each individual eye generates the type B.
Oh, so it's actually two tight beams.
Yes. But if you doing it eye to eye, you can cause confusion more than one eye, both eyes to one eye.
Also,
You're putting too much information through one eye.
oh, well, you just said two eyes.
Yeah, with eye to eye contact is easier than instead of two eyes to one eye.
I see that you're getting like left brain information into your right brain.
Yeah.
That's mixing it all up.
Mm-hmm. You're getting far.
You want to go left brain to left brain, right brain to right brain.
Yeah. But of course, if you're facing somebody, it's the opposite way around.
Oh, that's
As long as you're getting the information in there.
that's the right brain with the left brain.
Mm-hmm. So it's like the poles on the compass.
Right. Still work.
Mm-hmm. So any ideas of what I could wear that would be more comfortable instead of these rented tent type things?
As a matter of fact, I do. They're called sweatpants.
Ah. Will it look charming, delightful?
Like you anything that trying to like, especially with for
Well, it must make you look like you're kind of sticking out in the middle.
Well, yeah, but you are anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
You're not looking for fashion.
No, I'm trying to
Love
look.
for comfort, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, these are made out of fleece. The inside is very soft, furry kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and they stretch.
Mm-hmm.
So they stretch to fit the form,
Yeah.
like an elastic band around the waist. So no matter how big you get, it always grows out with
Yeah.
a little pile of spring, loosen them or tighten them as you need to. And they're great to wander around a bit warm and comfortable.
Well, the heat isn't too much problem up here. I think I might go over to the Wookie Compound and throw snowballs at people later off. Yeah, I can get away with a lot at the moment.
Yeah, who's gonna throw a snowball at you? Of course, you're not a very small target to miss one.
No, I'm not that long, slender, long-legged individual.
No, you're not.
I'm
More
a,
constricted with bowling ball.
yeah, something like that. Presumably, this is one of your slithering reptiles.
That's the one.
Yeah.
And then a bowling ball is one of our sporting. We got 3 bolts. Hot down kids.
Not knocking things up.
I won't touch that.
No, don't.
I will.
Your pots.
Thank you very much, Kiri.
Try and get rid of me now, huh? You're gonna stay, we're gonna stay, we're gonna stay.
I don't want to find you.
Mm-hmm. I wish I was a fast holder. I have limited farsight, and it is limited. Its maximum capability is from one side of the base to the other. That's it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like parse that more than you can.
Yeah.
Like, well, you coerce me under the bridge.
Oh yeah, I can coerce you through several miles of rock as well.
Yes, that's very true. And over a few thousand miles distance.
Mm-hmm.
A few million miles distance.
Mm-hmm. But I do it through the channel on this.
Yeah. I can't coerce you to be channels. Get me dead.
That's funny. You're asking for trouble.
Yes, I am. I would like to leave that one. Well,
Well, we're going to go and sit outside an office for a little while and get a icebox full of snowballs so we can have some fun.
I can't wait to hear the result. Here, thank you very much. Thanks for your information.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to make like proper seagulls and win our way out of here. Yeah, it doesn't rhyme rightly, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, have fun.
See you in a little while.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and try those, what's it? Sweatpants? Rubber pants? I was hoping something a little bit more,
Well, there are leotards,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if they take your form.
Yeah, we can try.
It'd be a lot more sexy.
Mm-hmm. I'll think more along the lines of a swimsuit. One of those two-piece ones.
I get the information.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. Bye. Huh?
Hi, dear.
What?
I didn't see you come in.
And I'm being clever, aren't I?
That's quick.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going?
Oh, you know, working on the stuff program.
It's working well.
Just, I was surprised you didn't see me. I came in nice and gentle.
No blips on my radar.
Oh dear.
Oh, well. Yeah, I was talking to Kiri about the fact that be nice if she could levitate.
Mm-hmm.
I say when you get that way, you can have a great time.
Yeah, okay. Levitate.
You won't have to worry about gravity pushing down on your belly and all
Yeah.
that stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll be up there floating like fish through the air.
Like a whale.
A porpoise.
Yeah.
Isn't that a very financially depressed feline? Porpoise? Come on, give us a break.
Jokes like that, you want a break too? Oh, God.
It was funny.
Hilarious. I'm sure when I listen to the tape, I'm going to laugh a million times.
Meow.
Okay, well, Mark will get a chunk of that.
Mm-hmm.
So how's life on baby?
You know, skiing. Working on my torso, processing data. Getting generally, well, squared up from the edges.
Don't want to have any questions or
No,
have a conversation.
okay. Ooh, it's just Kiri. No, she's leaving. It's kind of a farewell, see you later talk thing.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Time and patience. When you go solid, she'll give you something to remember about.
Yes, I'm not supposed to rush. Here I am, want to rush up here now.
Well, perhaps I shouldn't have told you that.
I
Yeah. Besides, by the time you can, she can't.
right. Hard can.
Mm-hmm. Well, when I get hold of him, I'm gonna sort his brains out for him.
Well, it's all a bunch of, complicated, messy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it would just complicate your life.
Yeah, maybe. Perhaps it's best that I don't know what he does. But sure, miss,
Wish I did.
yeah, sure, miss our nice little practice time together.
Since you're going to try to make time for you, just court Tom wants to fill out one time.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's most of the case of what we got down here. I'm
Yeah.
sure you have the same problem there sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's times where I'd like to be with Mark and spend time together alone or with Kiri around. It's kind of tough because I have to do my work.
But do you ever get lonely?
Yeah.
I was thinking with telepathy, all people are enough to get lonely. I just realized that it does not case.
Well, we do get lonely from time to time. We can always call somebody up, but if everybody's busy, they don't get the opportunity because once you do data processing, that's all you do. And if all your friends are busy doing data processing, which does happen from time to time, that's why I get farsighted.
Well, I guess I'll try it. It's quite come up. I'll try to see if I can drop off a mental tape of the latest concerts I've been to.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, great tapes I've made.
Mhm.
Great for that stuff.
Well, we've got a pretty big library up here. We'll probably add it to the libraries, but
I still enjoy it. Spend a lot of time on my free time just listening to it. Sure cheers me right up.
could you imagine the hairy guys listening to it?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I did have a great time with songs like Casey Jones, Truckin'.
Turn them into a bunch of hairy biker types.
Harry did.
Mm-hmm.
It works for
Yeah, it does. Like, nice mental pictures that go with it.
It does.
I have to get them wearing,
Tie-dye.
yeah. Mm-hmm. But then again, they'll probably get too hot in it.
Yeah, that's what Wookie just died in front.
Big, hairy, sweaty, tie-dye individuals. No.
Oh, God. You're so trouble now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll get to trouble. I'll handle it, though.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah, they've still got a trophy acquired.
Truff? Oh, yes, they can do it. Long time.
Mm-hmm. I've got a better one now. Much better.
Well, if you get up for that soon.
Leave something to the imagination.
But not much.
You said it, not me.
That's true. Oh, you're in a good mood today.
I am.